Imagine you have a child that cannot see, cannot hear, cannot speak. Your child cannot feel. Imagine you have such child that don't have these 5 senses. Do you think that child is different from a dead person? Answer me. Does such person differs from somebody that is dead? Such kind of person, it means the person is living but he's not existing. Because when it comes to food, the person don't know the taste of food. When it comes to seeing, the person cannot see. When it comes to smelling, the person cannot smell. When it comes to hearing, the person cannot hear. When it comes to feeling, the person cannot feel anything. At this point in time, such person is as good as what? Is as good as what? If such person is as good as dead. Now when we come to the spiritual realm, the same way we have 5 senses in the physical, we also have 5 senses in the spirit. Now it tells you that there are people who physically can feel, they can see, they can touch, they can hear, they can smell, but spiritually they can see, spiritually they can smell, spiritually they can feel, spiritually they can taste. Remember, I will show you from the scripture that we have senses even in the spirit. First of all, the Bible said test and see that the Lord is good. Is that right? When it said test and see that the Lord is good, it means there is an ability in the spirit that God has given to man to be able to test. Because the same Bible said test all what? All spirit. It means that is an organ in the spirit that God has given to you that has the ability to what? To test. At this point in time, you can be able to test if the spirit that is inside of this person is a spirit of witchcraft, or the spirit that is inside of that person is a spirit of God, or the spirit that is inside of that person is a marine spirit, or the spirit of that is inside of that person is a bad spirit. When you test, you will know. Now, you must understand that if you don't have these 5 senses in the spirit, battles will come to your environment. The enemy will bring battles to your environment, and you can't be able to perceive, to know that there is a warfare that is surrounding your life. Without these spiritual senses, you can be walking in the physical, but in the spirit, demons know that you are as good as dead person. You can be walking in the physical normally. You can even be doing well in the spirit, in the physical, but in the spirit, demons are seeing you as someone who is not a threat to their kingdom, because anytime they want to bring attack, they know that your senses in the spirit are dead, so they can attack you at any time. It's just like a blind man that is standing. I hope you know that you can attack a blind man at any time. Imagine a blind man wants to fight you. Do you think that blind man can win that fight? Do you know why the blind man cannot win? Because he cannot see. Because he cannot see. Sometimes when we watch Chinese movies and you find out that the master is blind, how he uses to fight is through his senses. He feels, he smells. From those senses, once they are sharp, they can be able to know the angle that the enemy is bringing attack. But at this point in time, if your spiritual senses are dead, attacks are inevitable. You now see the reason why the devil can comfortably bring attack to your family and you don't even know that attack is coming. You now see the reason why people are marrying snakes, marrying all kinds of things that is not of God, and they are still there suffering, not knowing that God is trying to speak to them even before they enter the marriage. But because their senses are dead, they were not able to pick what God is trying to tell them in the spirit. Imagine you have a child